Austrian leader backs far-right idea of enshrining cash in constitution. Here you go, dear viewers. If you approve of cash, you are right-wing extremist. I wonder if all the people who have been using cash for millennia are right-wing extremists. Let's take a look together at why cash is so evil in this article. I'm sure they have justified it very well. Let's see what the article says. This article discusses Austria's conservative Chancellor Karl Nehammer's desire to enshrine the right to use cash in the country's constitution. The far-right Freedom Party FPO has been advocating for this idea for several years. Most opinion polls show the FPO in the lead, ahead of the opposition Social Democrats and Nehammer's Conservative Party, which is in a coalition with the left-wing Greens. The current parliament's term extends until the autumn of the following year. Chancellor Nehammer considers the issue of cash to be essential to the people and wants it explicitly written into the constitution. He has asked the finance minister to prepare a proposal before a meeting with banks in September. Austria is known for being one of the countries with a strong preference for using cash, even in times of crisis like the COVID-19 pandemic. Many Austrians have tended to withdraw cash and keep it at home during such situations. Additionally, some businesses, such as restaurants and cafes, do not accept card payments, which surprises tourists. The FPO has argued that the right to use cash and the freedom to pay anonymously are at risk, despite the Austrian National Bank's assurances that there are no plans to eliminate cash. The Conservatives, until now, had not supported the FPO's concerns. The FPO criticizes Nehammer's change of stance on the issue, accusing him of stealing ideas from their party. However, the FPO and Conservatives together do not have the required two-thirds majority in Parliament to amend the Constitution, as they only control about 55% of the seats in the lower house. Let's take a look at the first paragraph. Here, we see a typical example of guilt by association. According to the media, the FPO Freedom Party of Austria is considered right-wing extremist, and therefore, all their proposals are automatically labeled as right-wing extremist. And if another party adopts these proposals, they are also automatically labeled as right-wing extremist. This is a classic example of propaganda. The media has always reported according to their own ideology or worldview. Anything that does not align with this worldview is automatically deemed as evil or right-wing extremist. Very few people want to be branded as right-wing extremists, so they conform to the prevailing ideology and assume that it is normal. This tragedy continues to escalate as resistance against it diminishes. The article focuses on Chancellor Karl Nehammer's desire to enshrine the right to use cash in Austria's constitution, as well as the far-right Freedom Party's stance on the issue. The discussions are centered around the use of physical cash and its importance to people in Austria. However, CBDCs could potentially be related to the broader context of cash usage and digital payment systems in the country. CBDCs are digital currencies issued by a central bank and are seen as an alternative to physical cash. In some countries, the debate over CBDCs includes discussions about the role of cash, privacy concerns, and the potential impact on financial systems. In this regard, the article might serve as a backdrop to a broader discussion on the future of money and digital payment methods, which could include CBDCs as part of the conversation. We did a whole video about CBDCs, so check it out.